Lord David Owen, an elder statesman of UK politics and a former psychiatrist, first coined the term Hubris syndrome in 2007, and it's since gained some recognition in academic and political circles. His book, The Hubris Syndrome, Bush, Blair and the Intoxication of Power, was published in 2012. He's written several other books on the theme, as well as creating a charity called the Daedalus Trust to raise awareness of the traits that make certain individuals prone to becoming intoxicated by power. Lord Owen will be speaking in depth on Hubris syndrome at the forthcoming Plato's Academy Centre conference, a virtual conference called How Can We Save Rational Discourse, about philosophy and politics. Register now, completely free of charge, using the promo code NODONATION, or you can donate to our non-profit if you want to help us continue providing similar events in the future. If you're not available or you're in a different time zone when the conference is running, don't worry, as recordings of all presentations will be provided afterwards if you book your tickets now. So what is Hubris syndrome? Well, Hubris syndrome is a term used to describe a constellation of personality traits that can develop in people who are in positions of power, particularly in politics or in business or other high-profile professions. These traits may include an excessive self-confidence, a loss of contact with reality, a belief in one's own infallibility, and an overestimation of one's own abilities and achievements. People with Hubris syndrome may exhibit reckless behaviour, take undue risks, and make decisions based on their own desires rather than the best interests of others. They may also disregard criticism and refuse to listen to the advice from others. Hubris syndrome is unique among personality disorders as it does not necessarily appear during early adulthood, but rather develops after an individual has held power for a certain period. This means that it can manifest at any age. This concept aligns with the notion of pathological personality change recognised by diagnostic manuals in the mental health field. So where did the word hubris originate? In ancient Greece, the word hubris referred to outrageous actions that went against the natural order and the will of the gods, and resulted in shame and humiliation for the victim. These actions were sometimes carried out for the pleasure or gratification of the perpetrator, and the perpetrator was often left feeling ashamed of their own actions. Hubris is often depicted in Greek tragedy, but it also features prominently in classics throughout history, including in the English language. In John Milton's Paradise Lost, for instance, Lucifer's hubristic attempt to compel the angels to worship him results in his banishment to hell and his infamous proclamation, "Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven." Victor Frankenstein, in Mary Shelley's eponymous novel, also exhibits hubris by attempting to create life through technological means, but later comes to regret playing God. Marlowe's Dr. Faustus portrays the titular character as a scholar whose pride and arrogance lead him to make a deal with the devil, ultimately resulting in his damnation, despite having the opportunity to repent. So how can you learn more about Hubris syndrome and look out for it in future electoral candidates? Well, register now for our upcoming virtual conference where Lord Owen will delve into the specific traits that we should view as early warning signs of autocrats in the making.